Matt Marcotte here at M&R, and today we're going to talk about a split fountain. Now, this is a very, very simple trick that you can do on your manual press or on your automatic press. Some folks in the art community might know it as a rainbow roll. A split fountain is the correct technical term. It's where you take multiple inks, put them into one screen, and you allow the blending of those inks to come together on that image, giving multiple colors all on one screen. So it's a really fun thing you can do. Every single print becomes a little bit unique as those colors continue to blend together. Really simple, really fun. Let's go ahead and take a look at what this looks like and then talk about some best practices. All right, so now we've already got our first two blues down and I've left a space between them. I don't want them to mix quite yet. I'm gonna go ahead and put down my third and final color for this split fountain. I'm gonna make sure again to leave a little bit of space because I'm gonna do some test prints, and those test prints are going to be when I actually start to blend the colors together. So there we go. We've got our three different blues for our nice split fountain. We're ready to go. Let's give it a shot. All right, so I'm gonna take my first print here. I'm gonna use this time to blend these colors together. I've left the gaps in there, so this first print, I'm gonna do a few to start blending those colors in. Now, it's really important as I lift off and come back that I don't go left to right too much. I want to stay within my lines for each of the colors I'm using. Otherwise, it's going to force a little too much of those colors to blend. So I'm going to keep it in a very nice, clean back and forth as I start to blend those inks together. All right, now we can see we've got three different inks starting to blend. And there we go. I've got a nice print, three different kinds of blues, and they're starting to nicely gradate into each other. Okay, so a few notes when setting up a split fountain design and print. One, make sure, like always, that you plan for the garment it's going to go on. So here we used three different blues. Had we involved a light blue shirt, kind of like the one I'm wearing, it might not work so great for these inks because you'll start to kind of lose the design in between the areas where it starts to match the shirt color. So make sure that you correctly and appropriately pick the shirt color for the design and the inks that you're going to use. Very important. Another important step is to make sure that you're not putting too much ink in the screen. Too much ink in the screen, after you get 10 prints in, it's gonna start to blend together too much and start to look a little muddy or mucky. So make sure you put enough ink in the screen that you can start to move it through and get a nice split fountain. Now, split fountains are going to have the fun side of it being unique every single time. However, if you're starting to notice the gradations are looking a little sloppy, it's not looking quite as cool, maybe it's time to go ahead and clean your screen out and put new inks back down. You can stick with your same color scheme, even switch color schemes and have some fun with it. But make sure to always put enough ink down for it, but not too much so it gets mucky. Also, you can't really clean the screen off and put the ink back in the bucket when you're done. So you don't want to waste too much ink. You can always take it, put it into a mixed bucket, and pigment that ink later to like a dark gray or a black. That way you're not being wasteful. But again, plan accordingly with as much ink as you're going to need for the job you're actually going to run. Hopefully you found this info helpful. Let us know how you like to do your split fountains or any other tips or tricks you'd like to share in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks so much.